IB Chemistry Internal Assessments Part 2. When you're working on your IAs, please do not replicate known relationships. Example, enthalpy of combustion of the alcohols, whether current effect, amounts of deposition, something like that, okay? And please do not compare different brands of the vitamin C or fruits or vegetables, okay? Or any other known vitamins. This topic has been very popular among IB chemistry students. So same as before, unless you have a strong personal engagements, please do not choose this topic. And also, do not feel as though you are going to win chemistry Nobel Prize. This is high school chemistry experiment lab report. You don't have to be fancy. And also, I know you want to proudly represent yourself as SL or HS students. However, IA, IB does not care about it. Examiners don't care. They only look at your outcomes and how you did your evaluation and how you did your analysis. And please do have a fully focused research question which will take 10 hours to study. And in your research questions, you must include independent variables and dependent variables. And your topic must be a IB level chemistry. I know you guys want to study about the slimes and all those little funny stuff, but those are not IB level chemistry. And please adopt and reference your method. If you borrowed your method from somewhere else, please reference it. And please use Royal Chemistry Societies like database or university outreach programs or different sources as your references. Try to include independent thought in the design of your method. Independent thought means your personal engagement, how personally you are approaching your topic or design of your method. And please have a clearly focused IQ, okay? And when you have focused IQ, it can be split into two parts if focus is retained, okay? And criteria specific guidance. So it is very important for you to study the IA criteria before completing your IA lab report, okay? So first criteria is a personal engagement, okay? So you must have evidence of the personal engagement throughout your report, means in your introduction, in your method, okay? In those areas, you should show your independent thinking and initiative or creativity, okay? If you don't have these points in your lab report, you will lose points, okay? But personal engagement is something that you can get high score, right? It's like something that you can get the score easily, okay? And exploration. Exploration is checking your topic, okay? They're checking your topic and they're also checking your research question, okay? You need to have a fully focused research question and a clear topic of the investigation, okay? And your background information should include like the background information of your topic and little bit of like a little information about your methodology, like why you're using it and how you're going to use it, and like little background information on your method, okay? And also you need to include the safety and ethical and environment issues in your lab report, okay? And if you fail to include these informations, you will lose point 2, okay? And but it doesn't mean that like when we say like safety, it doesn't mean that like we are looking for like you must things like you must wear gowns and like safety goggle and those stuff. It's more like it's more looking for looking into the like the safety of the chemicals, how you can handle it, how you can dispose your chemical after you use, and those are the things that they're looking for in terms of safety. Okay, not the like basic ones. Analysis. So they're asking you to have a quantitative and qualitative raw data, okay, with the proper units and proper uncertainties, okay. And your quantitative data should be included in a table, properly labeled table with a proper title, right? And they're looking for appropriate and sufficient data processing. Means they want you to have a correct calculations, and also they're asking you to propagate your uncertainties. Okay, so uncertainty is actually is measured important in this category. So make sure you propagate your uncertainty in the calculation section, okay? And make sure you include uncertainty of all your measured data, like quantitative data, okay? And also, so like here, the impact of the measurement uncertainties means the propagation of the uncertainty, okay? And also, you have to analyze your processed data. Okay, means analyzing the data is different from concluding the data. Okay, so analyzing data means you have to use the graphs and percentage error, uh, percentage of purity, those things. Like you have to use those things to analyze your data, and after that, using those analyzed information, you have to conclude your data. Okay. Evaluation. So evaluation is a conclusion part, right? I told you analyzing and conclusion is different, right? So you must include a conclusion, okay? And it should be, your conclusion need to be relevant to the research question and fully supported by the data presented, okay? And also you must include a comparison to the accepted scientific context. Accepted scientific context means a published scientific journal or books, okay? It's not Wikipedia or like published internet news are not scientific context, okay? And you should include the strengths and weakness of the investigation, okay? And also you need to include a realistic and relevant suggestion for the improvements and extension of the investigation, okay? That's what you need to include under the evaluation section. Communication. So communication is communication. So means it is looking at the presentation of the investigation, okay? How it is clear, how it is easy, how your presentation is easy to follow, like how your presentation, like how is your presentation, okay? So it's looking, is it easy to follow? Is it difficult to follow, okay? Is data presented clearly or not, okay? And also it's looking for whether all the subheadings are labeled properly, or your tables labeled properly, or your figures labeled properly. Those things are the things that they're looking for, okay? And also they want you to use a subject specific terminology, okay? and also proper units. So means you in IB, you have to use centimeter cube or decimeter cube instead of milliliter and liter, right? And also it's asking whether you're using the proper chemistry terminology, okay? Those are the things they're looking for under this criteria.